Hello, everyone. My name is Donna Meltzer, and I'm the CEO of the National Association of Councils on Developmental Disabilities, NACDD. NACDD, for over the past year, has been running a campaign to help people learn more about the vaccinations for COVID-19. We know that throughout the last year and a half, so many people have been working hard to figure out how to get the vaccine, is it right for them, and living with a whole lot of experiences about the vaccine. Today, I'm having a conversation with Jimi Scott. Jimi is from Oklahoma and is a student, and I'm going to chat with Jimi a little bit to learn about his experience with vaccine and how this whole pandemic has impacted his life. Jimi, hi, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, of course. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. So tell me, you live in Oklahoma, right?
Yes, I do.
What city in Oklahoma are you in?
I live in Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. Are you a sports fan in Oklahoma? Are you a fan of the Thunder?
Yeah, I do like the Thunder, and I am a huge OU fan too.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's so great. So born and raised in Oklahoma?
Nah, I was actually
Yeah.
born in California, but I
Oh,
lived in
wow.
California for 2 months. But 2 months after California, I moved to Oklahoma because my mom's side's from Oklahoma.
Wonderful. So you don't even remember California.
Nah,
It's
I don't
really
remember California at
Oklahoma.
all. No, I went to California in the summer, like for my senior trip, which was really fun. But
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So that
yes, it
was senior
was.
in high school trip?
Yeah, that was my senior trip. Yeah, like after I graduated my senior year in the summer in August, I went to California. It
That's
was
so
super
exciting.
fun.
Wonderful. Well, first, congratulations on graduating from
Thank you
high
so
school.
much. Appreciate it.
That is exciting.
Yeah,
And
it
what
is.
did you experience in California?
My experience in California was to really cool part is I went to visit the address, the house where I was born. That was the really cool part. Like it was so interesting to like explore inside and things like that. Cause
Mhm.
this one couple led me inside the house to look at it. And I was just like, wow, I mean, it was like this really tiny house in Ocean Beach. And it was like so interesting. I was like, yep, that's the house where I was born at.
That is very cool. I'm really glad that you had that
Yeah, for
experience
sure.
and you were able to do that. So,
Mhm.
so you graduated from high school and
Yes.
now are you in a college program?
Well, right now I am at a Votech center called Francis Tuttle. And right
Okay.
after Francis Tuttle, I should be going to like college. Like I'm thinking about maybe moving to Norman next year to go to OU for campus and especially like
Mhm.
to continue my education as well. So
That's
that's what I'm
great. Do you have
thinking
any idea
about.
what you want to study? Like, what do you want to do in your life?
I would say maybe something that has to do with like science, like maybe like chemistry or maybe like doing like some really cool like testing with like DNA or any other like types of cells and things like that.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking about, kind of like looking through like a small microscope and study like kind of like those different cells, that we all have
Right,
as
right.
we are all living.
Wow.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
might become a great scientist one day and develop a cure for something. Who
Yeah,
knows?
for sure.
Right?
Who knows?
Right? I mean, let's
Yeah.
look at this year, right? We all were so excited when vaccines were developed
Uh-huh.
to keep us safe from COVID-19 and hopefully to keep us from dying or having a really serious
Yeah,
case of it.
that's
Maybe
true.
you'll develop a vaccine someday.
Yeah, there's definitely hope for sure.
And Jimi, tell me, are you a person with autism? Are you on the autism spectrum?
Yes, I am. Yep, I am on the autism spectrum.
Mhm.
I'm really high functioning, so people can't tell that I do have autism, but the really good part is I am glad that I can like succeed just like how regular people can succeed.
Well, I think you are a regular person, and of
Oh, thank
course
you
you
so
can
much.
succeed.
Appreciate it.
And I know you're going to go on and do some great things. So tell me a little bit, clearly your senior year was during
Uh-huh.
this pandemic. Did you have to go to school online?
Honestly, yes, I did have to do like some virtual during like the first and second semester of my senior year. But ever since my third semester, that's when I'm able to come back. Because I remember I got like wherever I got like my Johnson vaccine, that's when I, start coming back to school, but I had to like wear a mask and things like that. Yeah, it was definitely weird, but that's just how it was.
Yeah, it's kind of what we all had to do, right?
Yeah, that's true. Got to
Yeah,
social distance and wash your hands a lot and make sure you stay safe because this virus is very serious.
it surely is. So
Yeah,
it
for sure.
sounds like for you, getting the vaccine was really important.
Oh yeah, it was very important. Like I would never deny the vaccine. I mean, I understand the vaccine super well, and that's definitely something we all need to know and need to get so we can all stay safe and fight this virus.
Right, right.
Yeah.
When it was time for you to think about getting the vaccine, did you make the decision on your own? Did you talk with mom and dad about it? Did you talk with your doctor? Tell me a little bit about kind of like what went through your mind. What did your family think about for you to get the vaccine?
Well, the truth is, I mean, I decided to make my own decision, honestly. I mean, my mom, she made her own decision. Same for like my brother, my sister, my other family, which they made the right decision. If you say
Okay.
yes, that means you're making the right decision. Can't
Mm.
deny the vaccine.
Right. No, I agree with you. Great.
Yeah,
So
for
it was
sure.
truly your decision to get it. Now you're over the age of 18, is that right?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
19 years old right now, so
Okay. Right. Yeah.
yeah.
So you didn't have to wait for the next round of vaccines for younger people to come
Yeah.
to you. Yeah. So after you got well, first of all, let me ask you about, when you got
Uh-huh.
the vaccine, did it hurt? Did you have any bad things happen or was it pretty easy for you?
Whenever I got the vaccine, I mean, it didn't hurt at all whenever they like put the
Oh,
shot on my arm, but the
good.
real truth is I did have really bad side effects. It was like flu-like side effects.
Yeah.
Like I had like body aches and had
Mhm.
like fever, and yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely felt really tired too. But
Right. How
I
long did
mean,
that last?
it only lasted for like a day, which is good. I mean, I
Okay.
definitely definitely didn't last for like longer than a day, if that makes sense. So
Yes, absolutely. Well,
yeah.
that's good to know. And you know what? That's pretty much the experience that
Uh-huh.
many people have had, myself included. Like I didn't have fever or anything, but just kind of felt tired for a day or two,
Mhm. Yeah.
and then got back to life and felt so much more secure. Like you just
Yeah.
told me that you took a trip to California.
Yes, I
So I
did.
imagine that you wanted to have that vaccine before you got on an
Oh
airplane,
yeah, that's
right?
true. Because California has a lot of people. I mean, the really good part is they have really great mask mandates and vaccine mandates. So it's good that they're like, actually doing the right thing to stay safe. Make
Right,
sure
right.
we make sure we save lives as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you are a very strong advocate for people getting the vaccines,
Yes, I
and
am.
tell me what about your friends who are around your age? Do they feel the same way, or did you have friends who weren't as certain about this as you were?
When it comes to my friends, oh yeah, they definitely did felt the same way as I felt. I mean, they definitely understood how serious the vaccine was and how bad COVID was. And I mean, yeah, they did the right thing to say yes to the vaccine because
Mhm.
they know it's important. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, because you would have to miss out on other things in life that you want to do if you didn't
yeah,
have
that's
the
true.
vaccine, right? Yeah. Well, it sounds like you've had a really good experience. You didn't get
Uh-huh.
very sick from it. You just didn't feel well for about a day, and it certainly allowed you to go travel, and that's a
Oh
really
yeah.
big thing. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. That's a really good part. I mean, I'm glad that I was able to travel. I mean, that's what's very, very important to me is to make sure I travel safe and stay safe.
absolutely. Look, I
Yeah,
feel the same way. In fact, I went to California this summer too, which
that's
was
awesome.
really great. And I, would not have gotten on that airplane or traveled if I didn't
Mhm.
have the vaccine as
Yeah,
well. So,
that's true. I mean, I really do like going on to an airplane because airplanes are much more faster. It's definitely a lot more better to go to an airplane. So it's like, yeah, it's like a lot. It gets you on like I guess like right on time if that makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's real truth. I mean, it's better than like driving there.
Absolutely. Well, I'm really glad to hear that your friends felt the same way that you did, because that
Oh
makes it a
yeah.
little bit easier for you,
Oh
right?
yeah, for
You know
sure.
that when you're with your friends, everybody's
Mhm.
safe, you're doing the right things. What
Yeah.
advice do you have is there any words of wisdom that you want to share with people who maybe are still a little bit hesitant and are worried about the vaccine? What would you like them to know?
I like to say is that there's really no need to worry at all because getting the vaccine is not bad. And when you get the vaccine, that means you're doing the right thing because you want to make sure that you are protecting yourself, protecting others, and making sure that we work together in this like world to make sure we put a stop to this pandemic. Just like how
Mhm.
back in the older days, how I put a stop to those like other pandemics and epidemics in history. So we want to make sure that we
Right.
do the same with COVID.
I couldn't agree with you more, Jimmy. I think you have
Yeah,
said this all just so perfectly, right?
for
The
sure.
COVID, disease it can be deadly. It's very
Yeah, it,
scary.
it can't
The
be just like,
vaccine protects you.
yeah,
Make sure that even if you get COVID-19, it won't be as serious, and maybe it will feel more like just getting the flu or a bad cold.
yeah, for
So,
sure. Like for example, you know how we're able to end like the Spanish flu or polio? We need to make
right.
sure we do the same way for COVID.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Any other advice you have for parents or kids your age who are trying to figure some things out?
Um, Not that I know of. I mean, all I can say is that just like I said before, I mean, it's always the right thing to do to get the vaccine so we can work together to put a stop to this deadly worldwide pandemic in this world. So,
Um,
yeah.
all right. Well, Jimmy, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day today to
Yeah, of
chat with me a
course.
little bit. It's a
Yeah.
pleasure to meet you. And I see you have two adorable dogs in the
Oh,
back.
thank you so much. Yeah, I
It's
love dogs. I'm a huge dog person. I mean, dogs are my passion.
oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, again, Jimmy, thank you so much for joining
Yeah,
us
thank you so
today.
much for letting me
I
join.
hope you stay safe and healthy and keep going to school and pursuing that degree that you want to get. I can't wait to hear what you do next in your
Thank you
career.
so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your kind words. You're definitely amazing. I'm grateful to be in a Zoom meeting. I'm super grateful to share my true information about my life in school, especially the pandemic, and what my advice is to other people as well. Thank you so much for letting me share.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you. All
Thank you
right.
so
Thanks so
much.
much.
Yeah,
All right.
bye.
All right. So, Davon, thank you so much for joining me for this conversation. So I understand, Davon, that you are a student at University of Delaware, the Blue Hens. Tell me a little bit more about your school experience.
Basically, my school experience, when I was a freshman there, it was all fine and dandy until boom, COVID-19 hits.
Oh boy, how did that change things for you? So wait, before you even say that, let me back up a moment. You graduated from high school, right?
Yes, yes, I did.
And you decided to go to University of Delaware. What are you studying?
Childhood education major.
Wow, fantastic. Do you want to be a teacher someday?
Yep, that's my goal.
Fabulous. I love that goal. Teachers are so important and so impactful on our lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I come from a long line of teachers. My mom wanted me to be a teacher too. And I said, not really my thing, but I do teaching in different ways, like
Mm-hmm.
through my job. But so that's great. So are you a sophomore now?
Yes, ma'am.
You are a sophomore. Okay. So now let's go back to what you were just starting to tell me. You said you started freshman year,
Mm-hmm.
everything was great, and then COVID hit. Tell me
Yes.
about that. Give me some details.
Basically, when when COVID hit, I had to move back home. But when I was a freshman, I was getting the whole start the swing campus because it's a big campus and
Mhm.
sometimes you get lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to live on Academy Street, but now I'm back on Academy Street. I had issues with my former roommate.
Mm,
So that's why I'm back on Academy Street. So yeah.
okay. Okay. So when you were living on campus, you had a roommate. And
Mhm.
did you like just being able to be on campus? Was that really great for
Yeah,
you?
it basically gave me a good feeling of
Yeah.
independence.
Right. Do you have support folks with you? Were they with you on campus?
Yeah, I'm part of the classic program with the university. That's the Career Life Strategy Certificate program.
Oh, wonderful. I'm not really familiar with that. So that's really great to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
okay.
Did you need me to go a little bit further on that for you?
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about you said it's
Yeah.
called the Classic program?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Tell me a little bit more about the Classic program.
Basically, it helps us find jobs in our career fields. We set our own paths. They give us the tools so we can set our goals for our
That
future.
sounds that sounds amazing. Sounds like you should probably be promoting, working for them, promoting the program. Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so your chosen path is to become an educator. You want to be a teacher. Any
Educator.
any particular subject you want to teach?
I want to teach little kids
Yeah.
because, yeah, teaching high school kids, that would be like pulling teeth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, high schoolers are a little bit more challenging, right?
Yeah, even though I already went through that process.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're probably remembering what you were like as a high schooler. So,
Not
yeah,
to keep warm, but I was a water boy for my high school football team.
okay. So you're now a sophomore and did you say you're living at home again?
Yeah, but right now because
Oh, right now.
yeah, because I had issues with my roommate that I used to live with, but now I'm in a new dorm now.
Okay,
I just
great.
yeah.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about what it was like when COVID happened. What did that mean for you? How did you feel? Were you scared? Were you worried? Did you have to make a lot of big changes? How
Basically
did that work?
I had to make a lot of changes because at first I had to move off of campus, even though I just moved on campus my freshman year. And then yeah, I had to do an internship over Zoom, and I it was with Emmanuel at the time, but I had a hard time doing my internship with him over Zoom,
Hmm.
so we cut cords there.
Okay,
And now that I had both Pfizer shots,
great,
yeah, because
great. So yeah, tell me what that was like. Were you, first of all, before you got the shots,
mhm.
did you have to think about it? Was it a difficult decision to decide to get the shot? Did you talk with family or friends or other people about what you should do? Or was it
Mm,
just, yep, I'm going for it?
yeah, my folks wanted wanted to get the visor, so this way I can go back to campus because trying to do school from home was a pain in the neck.
Yeah, it's hard, right? And you do have a computer, obviously, because you're talking from home right now on your computer, but it's just not the same experience, is it?
Yeah,
What are the things you love to do when you're on campus? Are you hanging out with friends?
yeah. I also
Yeah.
went to football games.
Uh-huh.
From what I heard, our football record was
Not so proud of that team last year. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, not so proud. But we had some wins, but we didn't make it to the championship.
Okay. So now you get to see your friends and you get
Mhm.
to go to games again because you've had 2 Pfizer shots. What about a booster? Are you considering the booster shot?
Yeah, me and my
Yeah.
folks were still talking about that.
Okay.
From what I was told, it will have a because I had this undergrad class called personal health management, and it
Uh-huh.
told us that it'll have a little bit of the virus in it. Not a lot of it, just a little, because it'll help prevent the actual virus from spreading into
Mhm.
our bodies.
Okay. So is that worrying you a little bit?
Mm, I had to learn about that for my undergraduate course,
Mhm.
so it made me think: Do I really want to get the visor? And I was like, yeah, I got to. So I don't have to keep on wearing a mask when I'm either going out to eat or in classes.
Mhm.
Because when mask is, and they also have us do these daily health checks every day
Oh,
at school.
okay. What does that entail? How do they do the daily health check? Is it something on your phone that you fill out?
Phone, they text it to us, email it to us. The,
Okay.
sure,
So,
basically, it's like a little survey each student has
okay.
to fill out every day
Mhm.
in order for us to go to the sports games, to the dining halls,
Mhm.
and to go to the gym.
Right. Do you go to the gym?
Uh, uh, I'm trying. I want to
Yeah.
because yeah, all that COVID-19 issues, it had me on the path of overeating. I was
Uh,
eating.
yeah, I think that happens to a whole lot of people, right? When you're kind of stuck at home and you're just sitting at your desk, you're not exercising as much and you're
Yeah,
eating probably a little bit more. So good for you though, for trying to think about that and think about getting back into the gym, getting some more exercise. And
yeah. Actually,
that's a
when I'm
good thing.
still living on campus, I always had to walk to my classes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good exercise every day to walk, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So Davon, if you had a chance to, and you do on this video, to tell your
Mhm.
peers, other college students,
Mhm.
about why it's important to get the vaccine, if they're still questioning or they're not sure about any of this, what
Mhm.
do you want them to know?
I say they should get the vaccine, so this way they won't have to worry about being sent home from the school
Yeah.
and having to go back on virtual. Because doing school from home, sure, it gives you good advantages of doing your homework in quiet and eating with your family, but it's not like being back on campus where you can eat, go to classes, do your homework, hang out with friends at different events and all that.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
want your life and you want others to know that they can have a bigger life and have a full experience at college if they get the vaccine, right?
Yeah, it's like a dog wearing a leash
Mm-hmm.
in a way.
On campus right now, do you need to wear a mask?
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, you have to wear it. The only time you can take it off is when you're in the dining hall,
Right.
because you're
Can't eat
around.
with it.
Yeah, and also the school has these kiosks now.
Okay.
Yeah, because if they see that on your card that you had COVID, they basically
Uh-huh.
tell you to take your food and mosey on out.
Mm, okay. That's
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah.
yeah.
So after you had the vaccines, did you have any problem with the vaccine or did you just feel a little tired or achy or what did it
Uh,
feel like for you?
I basically, both my arms were hurting.
Mhm.
Yeah,
How long did that last?
like not that long because I had to wait for my arms. I had to put some ice on my arms to calm them down from
Uh-huh.
all that swelling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. But that was the only bad thing that you experienced.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Really good to hear. What about your family members?
We all got it all on the same day. They
Mhm.
said sometimes, sometimes it was hurting their arms as well as mine.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So how do you think the rest of the semester is going to go? You've got, so you're on Thanksgiving break and then you go back to school after Thanksgiving. And then
Mhm.
what, you have like another 3-4 weeks or so until
Yeah.
Christmas?
Yep. You
Yeah.
know,
Okay. And then you'll be back for the spring semester, right? On campus?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Davon, thank you so much for sharing your experience with me and
Mhm.
talking to me about what it's like. And I'm so thrilled for you that you've been able to get your vaccines. Soon you'll probably get the booster
Yeah,
and
my
you
folks
get
are-
to experience your life.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Any last words you want to share?
Always check to make sure that it's safe. I learned that from my undergrad class.
Mhm. That is good advice, I think, not only for vaccines, but for everything in life, right? Make sure it's safe before you do it.
Mhm.
Mhm. But what I'm hearing from you is you checked, you heard the vaccine was safe,
Mhm.
you've proven it was safe, and now you are healthy and enjoying your life.
Yep.
Great.
Look before you leap.
Look before you leap. Always good advice too. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Don, it's been a pleasure chatting with you.